Today is a very exciting day because it is my first cheat day ever. Now, for some context, I've always been someone who has taken my physical health pretty seriously. Really, because back in middle school, so that would have been like 2017, 2018, I was a pretty overweight kid. I was pretty chunky, very self-conscious of it. And so when I first lost that initial weight, I never really wanted to go back to feeling like that again. So I always followed my physical health pretty closely, especially this last summer because keep in mind I'm a sophomore in college right now and it is the fall semester. So my spring semester of my freshman year, I just wasn't really satisfied with where I was physically, and I kind of felt I was kind of letting myself go. I wasn't really satisfied with how I looked physically, and over the summer I decided to start tracking my calories because my biggest goal was I wanted visible abs. I hadn't really ever had them before. It was always something that was out of reach for me. I always saw it as impossible. Pretty much I started tracking my calories. I went to very heavy deficit, like 800 calorie deficit daily. And since then I've just been tracking my calories every single day. But I'll throw up their progress pictures. I mean, I'm feeling the best that I have felt, probably ever physically. I look the best physically. But when it comes to calorie tracking and, logging foods on MyFitnessPal, I'm very serious about it. Like I said, I had those allocated calories. Not once have I ever gone over the allocated calories. I've hit my protein goal every single day. I'm very strict about it. That's why today is kind of a big deal for me because this is very much a once in a blue moon event. Keep in mind though, I just had my first meal of the day and pretty much it was just like boneless, skinless chicken breast, some keto bread, some baby carrots, a banana, and some yogurt. I'm pretty sure that's everything. Back to the actual meal, the cheat meal. Very excited because what we got in the itinerary is it's me and my dad, and we're going to be going to a burger joint. We're getting burger and fries, 10-ounce beef patty. For dessert, this is where we're still up in the air. I'm thinking of doing cereal and having 2 massive bowls of cereal. But it might be a game time decision, but I will keep you all updated. We do still have to work out today. We got an 8-mile long run today, as well as like some core work, a little bit of shoulder stuff too. So I will be doing that. But yeah, that is what we got planned for today. I'm very excited. So I will pick this back up probably after my workout before we go out to dinner. 8-mile run is completed. Felt pretty good, felt smooth. It was around I'd say 740 average, which may be slow to some of y'all. But trust me, for me, I haven't run like this in a minute. I used to run track and cross country in high school. It's been a fat minute though, but it felt good, which is good. So now we just got a nice little walk, making sure we hit our step goal. But with every passing second, every step is closer to burger time. I'll see y'all when we're there. All right, we are all showered up. All clean, no longer stinky, and we are about to head to the burger place right now. I'll probably take a few videos of me taking my first few bites of the actual meal, but I'm not going to record a ton because I don't want to be that weird dude that's just recording a video in a public place. But I'm very excited. Plan is we're getting appetizers, burger and fries, and then we're going to go to Jewel Osco. If you're not from Illinois, you might not know what that is, but it's just like a grocery store. Gonna look at some baked goods, maybe get some cereal, see where the heart takes us in terms for dessert. I'll record that part probably. But of course, getting appetizers, burger, fries. If we're cheating right. That is the philosophy. I'm very excited. And I will see you guys at the restaurant. I'm going to be giving you a little voice overlay because there was no audio. So this is a video of me taking my first bite of the burger. And I mean, you could just tell by my reaction, I'm just astonished. I'm in shock. It was so good, so delicious. Moving on to dessert though, I ended up going to Jewel Osco and getting some baked goods. So we got a double layer cookie cake, 2 sugar cookies, and 2 Samoa Pop-Tarts, which were honestly not the best. But this cookie cake, oh my goodness. That bite that I just took was arguably the greatest bite of food I have ever taken in my life. So much sugar, the buttercream on it was so delicious. I was so confident I was going to be able to eat all of this, but by the end I still had a cookie and a Pop-Tart left. Now, I thought my eating for the night was done, but then my brother made this little small apple pie, and it was so delicious. It was so good, so I ended up having some of that. Shout out to my brother, very good cook. It is now currently 1:15 in the morning, the day after the cheat day. And so I just want to take some time to talk a little bit about, you know, how significant this is to me, in terms of just like setting goals and chasing, you know, the life that you want to live. I kind of talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the video, how, you know, my physical health is something that I've always taken very seriously. In middle school, I was a bit of a chunky kid, got teased for it pretty good amount. This cheat day is something that it's, you know, it's a once in a blue moon thing for me. And I was rigorously tracking my calories, tracking my macros for the last, you know, 4 or 5 months. And, you know, I finally got to a point where physically, I felt like I had pretty much earned it. So if you're watching this video and you currently have a goal in mind that you want to hit, you know, just make sure you are consistently making time to check in with yourself. You know, are you on pace to hit that goal? Are you actually, you know, in the spot where you have hit that goal? Just making sure to recognize these small wins, you know, on your journey to better yourself and become better than the person that you were yesterday. Life is very short, so make sure you take the time to appreciate the small wins, identify the small wins, reward yourself for the progress that you've made. You know, life is all about becoming better than the person you were yesterday. And, you know, whatever goal you may have in mind, just believe in yourself, because, you know, I never thought that I would have abs, right? You know, if you talk to 11, 12-year-old me, I was like, no, that's not for me. Look where I am now. You know, it's just taking that first step and just committing, you know, whatever goal you have in mind, whatever you want to do in life. I believe in you. You just got to believe in yourself. This was a bit of a different video. You know, normally I post about wrestling and Legos, Fortnite, but like, you know, this is still a huge part of me. I'm really into fitness, and, you know, I love food, and this is, I feel like, a very fun way to sort of express, you know, something that is a huge part of my life and just share a little bit more about who I am. But if you made it to the end of the video, I really do appreciate it. I know it was a bit of a different one. We are going to be back to the regular scheduled WWE, Lego, and Fortnite programming, but I thought this was a fun way to share a little bit more about who I am and, you know, what I like to do in my day-to-day. So if you made it to the end, I really do appreciate it. Just be on the lookout for more videos.